Which one? Coming down the stairs. Come outside.
I have no reason that you should try to be brave.
Stop. Do not pull away from me.
This is 4-7.
This is 4-3. We do apologize. We have the wrong house.
Most of us appreciate the roles that cops play in our communities. They maintain peace and order in our streets and sometimes risk their lives to catch bad guys. However, there are some cops that commit the dumbest and most jaw-dropping blunders that make us question how they even got the job in the first place. These next cops are probably the dumbest police officers ever.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, so it was an accident.
I understand it was an accident. Whose responsibility is it to read those numbers?
When cops are assigned to a case, they have to know every bit of important information. While it's normal for people to make mistakes, one stupid blunder by cops can lead to ugly consequences. Florida officers learned this the hard way when they arrived at a Pasco County residence, number 17043, to serve an eviction on July 28, 2022.
What's that?
It's inside.
K1, I copy 1012, the individual on me. That is 10-4. Here.
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
That's a week.
Yeah. And I looked in CCIS, nothing's been changed.
You got keys?
Okay.
You got a way to get in?
They moved nothing. Holy cow.
It's locked.
We usually have the electric code, but I guess this one wasn't installed.
Let's try the back.
Great. There's nobody home either.
The officers walked right past some very crucial information. They even made notes of some missing information about the resident, but proceeded with their duties despite not making contact with the resident. You'd think a fully furnished house might have tipped them off, but they continue ringing the bell and knocking on the door and tell the locksmith to proceed.
Open up the door, because we're coming in.
Here, K1 is
Let's
10-12.
drop that bottom one too.
I know, Carrillo. I don't believe that's the subject you guys are looking for.
I knew this one was going to be a problem. So I remember this. This is our third time posting this.
Is it?
Yeah, you posted. You posted it. We canceled. Zach posted it. Canceled. Yeah.
You should never cancel.
Well, clearly there was a good reason for the cancellation. They ignored the radio advising them against proceeding, ignored that big house number, and also ignored the proper protocol. Thankfully, the owner received a Ring doorbell alert and was finally able to make the cops realize their stupidity.
Hello?
Hold on a second.
We're here to finalize the eviction.
It was posted a week ago.
It was posted last week. Yes, ma'am. What is your name? Jennifer, what's your last name, Jennifer?
Hey. Is this 4-7 or 4-3?
Oh, damn, I think it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, damn, I think it's that one, isn't it?
Is this 4-7?
Yeah, I think.
This is 4-7.
This is 4-3. Huh? This is 4-3. We're gonna have to fix her lock, change her lock. Hey, we do apologize. We have the wrong house. It's the next door neighbors. What we're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to repair their lock. Oh no. No, we're not going in. We're not going in. Hey, real quick, what's your phone number? Let me call you. What's your phone number?
I'm at my mom's house. I will be there in 15 minutes.
15? Okay, we'll be here. Do you have anything that can fix our lock?
Yes,
Then
sir.
we'll have to put in a work order and have somebody come out with that stuff.
All right, we'll wait for you.
The lack of sincerity in the cop's apology would be enraging to any homeowner whose house got illegally damaged by dumb cops. They're even smiling and laughing like the unprofessional dunces that they are. So was this a clerical mix-up or just plain stupidity?
Did I put 4-3 on the order and the call? Or? Nah, it's 4-7. 4-7. Yeah, it looks familiar. I mean, I remember all that. They're gonna put in a work order, have someone come out and do it. She's the lady's on her way over here now, so we're gonna have to explain to her it was a mistake. Damn, that sucks.
The eviction process in Florida starts with a notice from the landlord, then a court order. It does take some time before sheriffs are deployed. A lot has to go wrong for something like this to happen, and it all came down to a cop not reading properly. Apparently, it's not the first time these cops have been so dumb and carefree.
Yeah, well, it happens.
One time I posted it on the wrong house, and it was one next door, and I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I got it wrong when I typed in the computer. So I go up to do the final and knock on the door, because that day I got the right number in the computer, and he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. He says, I never got a notice. I said, a lot of people say that. And then I have to look next door, and the notice was and like, oh.
So you had to give him 24?
I had to give him another 24. I actually gave him 48.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I think I've done something.
My bad. It's the good thing the house next door was vacant.
Yeah.
Nobody tore the notice off. It's like, oh my God.
Well, at least they got to repair it, not us. We didn't break it.
Is it one of their houses too?
No. But I'm just saying, we're not the ones that force entry. Well, he said, I should have looked at the number too. We all should have looked at the number, I guess. Hey, real quick, what's your name?
It's B16,
And your last name. All right. She's gonna have about another 10 minutes, and then you can start doing whatever you gotta do on hers. And then for them, you're home for this one here.
Yeah, we'll see what we can figure out.
Well, we all messed up on that one, I guess. It happens, man.
These guilty cops have blurred their own faces out, but not the locksmiths, clearly not wanting to take any accountability. They even went so far as to shift the blame to the locksmith and take his information. These cops aren't just dumb, they're pretty scummy too.
While we're doing evictions, nothing else gets done.
And the problem is that
And we keep getting more.
I'm in the furthest spot I can drive, but not being in the other side of the county, you know what I
my
mean?
world.
Yeah, so now I gotta drive all the way back to Zephyr Hills, so I got load in there I gotta do. I'll be honest, those I don't mind as long as I can get them off my plate. But it's the ones that don't answer the door and you know they're inside that drive me insane. Do we have to notify Sarge or anything of this?
I think so. It's just,
I mean, they're the ones that are fixing it, so I didn't think.
he's fixing it as long as they don't bill the sheriff's office. I don't think. Just trying to.
See, this is why sheriff's office don't force entry, because we don't want to have to pay. Don't have to pay if anything gets damaged. And the thing is, they got to do like a work order like that. Man, if you got it, it's the wrong house, just do it.
Does he have a lock with him?
It looked like he had a box with like a whole set. The computers are getting worse. The systems are getting much worse. Have you been going in and out on your VPN, like just driving around everywhere?
All the time.
Yeah.
And once in a while it locks up. It just goes gray and it locks
Do you have to hit that little? If you hit that little thing.
I tried that before. It doesn't work.
These deputies keep shifting any responsibility away from themselves. There's always a clear paper trail of notices and attempts to contact the resident before entering, so there's no excuse for these incompetent cops to mess up. The home's owner, Jennifer Michelle, finally arrived.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, so it was an accident.
I understand it was an accident. Whose responsibility is it to read those numbers?
It was all of ours.
Okay. And what company are you from?
Invitation Homes.
And what company is that? Is that HOA? Is that a mortgage company?
It's a renter company.
Okay. Do you have a card?
I don't have a card.
Okay.
We're replacing the lock now, so we're going to get you a new lock. We didn't touch the bottom.
I need multiple keys because I need keys for every single person that needs to have a key.
I don't know how many it comes with, but
It comes with 2.
They need to have a key. My mom. Okay, so that's 1. Me, myself, my husband.
Okay.
My mom. So that's 4. His stepmom. So we need at least 5.
5 keys?
So let's make it 7. Because my husband likes to have extra stuff. Do you hear that? There's 3 dogs in there that I can't get to. Do you understand? Who do I need to take this up with? I am shaking right now because I am so incredibly upset.
Ma'am, it was an accident.
And I understand that. But look what you did.
It wasn't. It's not a big deal. It's
not a big deal. My dogs are inside.
Okay. We didn't go in.
His nonchalant greeting to this woman is aggravating to say the least. Instead of apologizing first, he immediately went for the excuse that it was an accident. Jennifer's reaction is perfectly reasonable in this messed up situation, but the cop responds by gaslighting her and downplaying what happened.
They sold the wrong house.
Oh my Lord. You got your video running? Run it. Why can't you get into your dogs?
Yes, ma'am. And I don't know if I lost. You know what? Can you go in through my back door? I don't.
Why can't you use this? Why can't you go through here?
Did you already change the lock?
No, we didn't do anything. We drilled the little holes on the side of it, but it's still good. We didn't get in.
I want something. I want something.
What do you mean you want something? I don't know what that means.
I want like an apology.
We're offering a huge apology.
Sorry, man. It was I think you did mess up that one.
I did it. All right.
Yeah.
There was no proper apology until she asked for one, and it didn't even sound sincere. The officer's shameful, condescending behavior towards Jennifer continues.
And I totally get that it was a mistake, but I hope that you guys see it from a homeowner's
Oh, I
perspective
do.
that is totally caught up on everything. And when I have my Ring camera going off and I see a drilling
Yeah, we were
at my
trying to
door,
make in contact with you, and that probably would have solved everything, but we're going to make it right, okay? We're going to change the lock, and then
All your keys will work.
all your keys will work, and that's the lady they got to. You know her?
yes.
She didn't move anything.
And she had a dog too, and that's what threw us off. Because she had a dog, we heard barking, and then we heard your dog barking. I think that's what threw us off.
Well, I'm glad we didn't go inside.
In the end, they still blamed her for not getting in contact with them, even though citizens aren't required to report to the police when they've done nothing wrong. Sadly, there's no record of any disciplinary action against these officers. On October 1st, 2019, Cape Coral officers in Florida showcased their lack of empathy when they arrested an elderly woman managing several chronic health conditions. She was suspected of causing a DUI crash in a parking lot outside a hospital. Unfortunately, the cop who performed the field test on her seemed to have jumped to conclusions too quickly.
Stay like that until I tell you to begin. When I tell you to begin, take 9 heel-toe steps like such. 1, 2, 3. Again, counting up. Stand where I told you to stand. I'm not going to play this game. See, are you kidding me? Okay. Relax, okay?
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay. Don't tense up, okay? Don't tense up.
Relax. Do not turn around.
Considering her age, any decent cop would not immediately associate her struggle to walk with possible DUI, as physical limitations are a part of growing old. Alerted by her GPS tracker, her son Eugene drove to the location, having realized she hadn't come home on time.
I know.
Stand back
You gotta
there.
stay back. You gotta listen. Follow our instructions.
touch me, sir.
Then stand back
Let's
there
stand
and
back
I'll
here, and then I don't have to put my hands on you. I don't want to have
Are you
to.
recording? Why are
Yes,
you
sir.
arresting my mother? I'm asking you a question. What is your name,
Okay.
sir? Perez?
I am Officer Perez.
Okay.
You will have every answer to every question you have, I promise you. Understand that it's part of our job, okay?
I'm listening.
We got called here. We're driving. She struck another vehicle. She appeared inebriated. We had to come here. She's not following instructions, swaying back and forth.
She had a heart attack. You have to let it go. You cannot. You have no idea.
Why is she behaving like this?
Okay, she'll be. I have to take her home, please, because this is going to be
Sir,
trouble.
look, listen.
What,
You have questions, and I explain to you our answers.
hold on, Mom.
So can you tell us?
Mama, don't do anything.
I'm trying to be
Don't.
cooperative with you in
Be
this
careful. Do
situation.
not do violence.
I'm not doing violence.
Because
Stay
you
back
have
there.
no idea.
Just imagine what these dumb cops would have done if Eugene had not shown up. Did they even stop to think for a minute about how an old woman would come out drunk from the hospital? Clearly they didn't. The other cop, Officer Perez, gathered information from Eugene.
We did our own
She's
investigation.
on medicine. Are you kidding me? You taking her to jail?
It could
Are
be,
you
I
guys
don't
out
know
of
what
your-
it is.
Are you out of your mind? I'm gonna go public. You people have no idea what are you doing. She's 80 years old woman.
I can give you information.
She came to a doctor. I'm looking on the GPS. She's here. What she's
Yes.
doing here? Usually she's in and out.
Okay.
You cannot arrest her. God forbid something happens to her.
God forbid.
Sir,
I know.
God forbid. Sir,
Absolutely.
you have no idea what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm
could
gonna
you tell
come.
me?
I'm gonna come on you very, very strong. You have
Could
very.
you explain to me why is
Please
this
do
a
not
health?
take her. I have to take her home.
I need to understand if this is a
She's
health.
not under. Okay, she's
If
not.
this is a health issue, I need
It
to
is a
understand
health
that.
issue.
Okay,
It's-
what is it?
She had a stroke. She had a stroke.
When?
She had a doctor appointment approximately 3-4 months ago. She was disabled. She came out. She took the card. She went to the doctor. That's what she does all the time.
Eugene explained that his mother was allowed to drive, despite her limitations caused by her existing medical conditions. He makes it clear to Officer Perez that this kind of situation poses a risk to her life, but that still wasn't enough to convince the officers to release his mother.
You cannot take her to jail. You
Okay,
cannot.
hold on. For one, explain to me her situation.
She is not under any influence. She might be on.
That wasn't my question. What you're saying that she has.
What does she do?
I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. Okay. Does she take medications?
Yes.
What does she take?
She's on blood pressure medication. Maybe they gave her something there. She struck someone on the way here.
Correct. That's what we got called out here for. Was that she was involved in an accident in the parking lot.
Over here. No, this is an old one.
Okay. Well,
That's an old one. That's not.
We have a witness that says that they noticed it.
This is an old one. I can assure you. She did that a long time ago.
Okay. If you give me an opportunity, I'm trying to explain it.
While Officer Maduro may have seen some possible red flags, still, he clearly failed to thoroughly assess the situation before taking drastic measures. He seemed eager to arrest her. He didn't even read her Miranda rights before manhandling her.
Witnesses say that they watched her hit another vehicle in the parking
Where's
lot.
the vehicle?
If you give me an opportunity to explain, I'll tell you the whole situation,
Go ahead.
okay? The vehicle was parked over there where I'm parked now. Your mother pulled into the parking lot next to them, or parking spot next to them, struck that vehicle, and continued here. She then got out of the vehicle and went inside and continued her business in there until she came back out here, okay? When I got here, I was called here by this officer based on concerns from the staff inside that she was impaired,
This guy
okay?
with tattoos? He's an officer.
He's one of our civilian officers, yes. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
He was called here to investigate the crash. He called me because of the concerns that were voiced by the staff on her behavior and her speech and things like that.
What
and
behavior?
concerns.
What is she violent?
I'm trying to explain it to you if you give me the opportunity.
Eugene goes on to assure them that after this, she won't be driving anymore. But the evidence of her accident is still nowhere to be found, not even on her own vehicle. And that's not all that's missing from Officer Maduro's story.
Where's the other vehicle though? We're gonna take care of that.
The other vehicle's gone.
Why?
They didn't even know that they were involved in an accident.
Do they have any damage? This is an old damage.
I don't know. I was not here for the accident investigation.
Yeah, because if they left, they didn't have any damage. I mean, we have an insurance, we have lawyers, very strong lawyers, and we know that. We know if anything is going to happen, one phone call, everything's going to be taken care of. We live right around the corner. We live
Okay.
right.
I still have a job to do.
But you can't. You're not going to take her, are you? You cannot take her. To
From what
jail.
I've seen, she's impaired. She
She's
should
not.
be driving.
She's not impaired.
Okay, that's not
Because-
for
because-
that's not the
because
determination
you're gonna
for
prove-
you to
Listen,
make.
listen to
are
us.
you ready to face the judges? Are you ready to that? I think You are too young for that, sir.
This is not my first DUI, so don't.
She's
don't
not
try and
DUI.
claim
She's not drinking. She's not.
I'm not going to sit here and debate it with you.
She's not drunk. Are you out of your mind?
Impairment doesn't necessarily mean alcohol. As I've already explained, I don't
She's
believe
on medications. Yes, she's
right.
Exactly.
So she should not be driving.
maybe,
Okay.
but the doctor
So you
says
know
she
that.
can.
Maduro goes on to say that Eugene is to blame for this situation because he allowed his mom to drive despite knowing her limitations. This just shows that Maduro has no intention of entertaining the idea that there may have been lapses on his part.
She's not drunk. She's not.
Okay,
she's
let me ask
she's
you
under
this.
medication.
Let me
needs
ask
to
you-
continue taking.
Let me ask you this
Her
one
blood
question.
pressure might go high up, and she will die.
Let me ask you this
And
one
that,
question.
sir, you don't want to go to jail. Trust me, you don't go to jail for that. God forbid something happened to my mother. I will not leave you alone for the rest of your life.
Let me ask you this
You
one
have to
question.
understand.
Okay?
You have to understand that.
Let's say your
we're
mother.
Gonna, we're gonna take everything you have. My attorney is gonna chew you up.
Okay. I
Please,
suggest you
you
don't
need
make
to
threats,
release
okay?
my mother.
It's not up to you.
It's not
You
a
can't do
threat.
that, sir.
It's not up
It's
to
a
you.
statement. It's a statement.
Okay.
It's not up to you.
You can record that.
All right.
You can
You want
put
me
your,
to listen?
You put your cameras on.
All right.
I don't really care.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Let's say we let your mom drive out of here without
She's
investigating.
not gonna drive. I'm
Listen
telling
to me
you.
for 1 second. Let's say we allowed your mom to drive out of here without determining whether or not she was impaired. Let's say we did a simple crash investigation. We ignored the concerns that they voiced about her being impaired. We let her drive out of here without determining impairment. Let's say she pulls onto veterans and runs a red light and hits and kills somebody or kills herself because she was impaired. Then whose fault is it?
Maduro finally comes to his senses and gets on the line with his sergeant. Eugene goes on to get medical information about his mom from the car, and Maduro reports back to him.
I talked to my sergeant, okay, so that we can come to a resolution of what's going to be the best, okay? Like I said, everything that I've seen from what I investigated on your mother, she's impaired. She should not have been driving in the first place, okay? As I said, I'm sure you can understand that had she caused a crash, she got into a crash where she seriously injured herself or somebody else, it'd be a different story, okay? So this is what's going to happen. We're going to release her to you, okay, so you can drive her home. And I'm gonna put in for her license to be reevaluated on the status of her driver's license. Okay. Until that happens, she cannot drive. Okay. Likely, it's probably a result of the medications that she's taking. Okay. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Because we have a job to do, regardless of her age and her medical history. We have to take that into consideration, and the fact that she's driving impaired by those medications. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let her out of my car. I'm gonna bring her over. You want her in the front seat or?
It appears the sergeant must have recognized the officer's mistake, and the officer was ordered to reverse his actions. Despite Maduro's bad police work, he doesn't even offer an apology. He took her medical history into consideration, yet still decided to arrest her with such force. Perez proceeds to speak his mind.
Listen, I am flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted. That's all I can say. Okay. You know, it's 43. Okay. Sergeant is doing a very, very generous thing here.
He's a good man, you know.
Okay.
You can understand.
So please understand that this is a calling right here. This is a red light. This is a come to Jesus moment where
She's not gonna drive anymore.
this is an opportunity that we need to sit down with your mom and have a talk with her, and maybe we need to reconsider whether she should be driving anymore. Okay? Because it could be, you know why they don't say DWI anymore? Driving while intoxicated. Now it's DUI, driving under the influence, because it's the influence of alcohol or medications or just whatever.
She's on medication.
But the bottom line is impairment. Shouldn't be driving.
These officers seem like bullies with badges, and Maduro is the worst of them all. Even Perez expressed concerns over the actions of the other officer, but won't say anything to contradict his colleague while they're on the job.
What's a good phone?
Is she like incoherent? Like, do you think she
Out,
understands?
a
Like,
little confused a little bit, and
You have any questions?
No, thank you.
I mean,
We no ticket, nothing.
read him the riot action.
Just letting her
You don't have any tickets?
clear. We good. We don't have to respond on anything because.
No, I'm gonna give. Here's the thing. I'm trying to get a hold of the other car. She's not answering. She works here. She had to leave because of the job or something. I don't know. You should know her. I don't work here all the time.
I know.
I'm just saying though.
I come here too. I see.
There was an employee of the other car, so I haven't been able to get through that. So what I have to do is I have to just note everybody's information, and if the other car, I didn't get to see it. I can't make a report because the other car's not here for a minor accident.
There was no damage. So
I don't know. If she's gonna make a report though, that's up to them. That they want to claim a report.
And we'll deal with it. It was not hit or run because she.
No, it was a minor accident. It was minor.
Unfortunately, it's not always dumb civilians who waste police resources, but dumb officers themselves. His mother has not fully recovered from this. It even worsened her already frail condition. What do you think? An 80-year-old woman? Does she deserve to be arrested based on eyewitnesses of a minor accident? I certainly don't, but dumb cops do. On August 10, 2016, Dallas police responded to a call from Anthony Tempa, a 32-year-old with mental health and substance abuse issues. He was experiencing a crisis outside an adult store and running through traffic. He'd been to rehab 4 times for his issues. Handcuffed by security already, Tony's condition worsened after officers Raymond, Danny, and Kevin arrived at the scene.
We're not gonna hurt you, bro.
Hey, relax, man. Get you some help, Tony. Relax, man. Just stay down.
Hey.
Tony.
Ah! Stop it.
Oh no, please.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna
Hey,
be
Tony.
all right.
What's your last name, Tony? Please.
We're not gonna hurt you, okay? You need to relax. Okay? What'd you take today? What did you take?
Oh God, I can't feel.
Hey, what did you
Help
take?
me!
Hey, what did you take
Help
today?
me!
Tony, what did you take today? What did you take?
I'll tell you, but you gotta let me go a little bit.
Hey.
Help me!
Even though the officers said that they weren't going to hurt him, they knelt on him and pinned him down while he shouted for help. The officers insist that he's okay, but the noises he's making tell a completely different story.
Go! Oh God, this sucked.
You're gonna be all right.
Tony, relax. Tony, relax. You don't need to be squirming, man.
Stop.
We're trying to get you help, man.
Okay.
Stop.
All right?
He finally said, "Yacht Club in Rockville."
Okay. Will you let me go, please?
Hey, Tony.
Will you let me
help
go?
you out, man. Just relax.
Oh, okay. I'm in. Yeah. Oh. What is it?
Just another day?
Okay. I want to do this.
I think that's it.
Despite being subdued, both officers are still using full force on him. The officers switch his cuffs out and tell him that he's going to be okay. The whole time, they've been kneeling on his body, and you can hear his labored breathing. A medical professional arrives and administers assistance.
Trying to help you out, okay? He's trying to help you out, okay? You're doing good. You need to relax. That's why he's so athletic. It'll be all right. Try to help you out.
I'm dirty bastard in there. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me, my friend. Kill me.
You're gonna be all right.
I need to die.
You're gonna be okay.
Tony's condition is worsening, but the officers don't change their approach. His squirming is becoming weaker, but he continues to shout for help. The officers try to get more information out of him and make some stupid assumptions about his condition.
Help me!
Tony,
Help me!
what'd you take today? What'd you take?
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Him down like this because they had him sitting down. He's like rolling. I was like,
This is not schizophrenia. He took something.
Hey, Tony, what'd you take? Yeah, he took some.
So what's the plan? You're the HMFIC out here, sir. Well, they can ride both. Like they can both ride in the back. I'll drive the ambulance.
At this point, his movement has stopped, and it's a clear indication that excessive force is being used. He's clearly starting to lose consciousness, and despite being on top of him, these dumb officers can't tell the difference between a snore and agonized breathing.
Tony.
Tony.
Tony. He's breathing. Tony.
I'll make sure you're still breathing.
Yeah.
His nose is buried in there.
I think he's still breathing. He just snorted. Tony.
What the f?
Is he asleep? Yeah, he's snoring. That's what it was.
Yeah, he's asleep.
Wow.
Tony! Tony! Start to school. Wake up.
I want to go to school.
First day, you can't be late.
Tony.
You bought your new shoes for the first day of school. Come on.
Made breakfast, scrambled eggs, your favorite.
What, waffles?
Waffles.
Fruity, tutti, fruity waffles. I think he's out cold now.
Yeah,
This might wake him up.
By this time, Tony's now been lying face down under pressure for over 10 minutes, and the officers continue making sarcastic comments, smiling and laughing. Medical help arrives, and Tony's unmoving body is then flopped onto a gurney by these oblivious cops.
Is he knocked out or he ain't dead, is he?
Nah, he just moves.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll go free.
He didn't just die down there, did he?
I don't think he did.
Is he breathing? Hope I didn't kill him.
Yeah, he's not breathing.
He's not breathing?
Nope.
Oh,
Fire. Oh.
no, he ain't breathing, bro.
Maybe I'll put on some gloves when he's chest compressions.
The inhumane behavior of these officers is disgusting. They smile and make jokes around this dead man's body, and it was all they're doing. EMTs on site performed chest compressions and other life-saving maneuvers for about 10 minutes. The sheer anger in the EMT's face was clear. He knew exactly what happened.
Okay. You got it? Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to Parkland or UT? Parkland. Let's go to Parkland. No. Appreciate y'all.
Sorry, we tried. End of contact.
Tony was pronounced dead on the scene. Despite a 7-year court battle and $1 million award to Tony's family, the officers face no known criminal charges. It remains unclear whether the Dallas Police Department took any disciplinary action against them. The medical examiner ruled Tony's death a homicide by excessive force. The officers later apologized in court for their remarks while Tony was lying lifeless on the ground. Whether on or off duty, a dumb cop will always do dumb things. On July 2nd, 2023, police officer Mauricio Garces was found in his car on the side of the road by Officer Gonzalez, and it didn't look like he was fit to drive.
Hey, how you doing? Secaucus Police. Put your car in park. Put your car in park.
Hey, yo.
Put your car in park. Put it in park. Put the gear in park. Put the gear in park. Perfect. How you feeling?
Good.
Okay. Secaucus Police, Officer Gonzalez has been recording my body cam, okay? What happened?
We're home, man.
Uh-huh.
Home.
You know where you are?
Yeah, home.
Where are you?
By Hogan.
You where?
By Hogan.
By Hogan?
By Hogan.
By Hoboken? You know what town you're in?
Yeah, Hogan.
you're not in Hoboken.
He's slurring so much that he's unable to answer Officer Gonzalez's questions clearly. His unresponsiveness to the officer's requests make this situation all the more suspicious. The fact that Mauricio had to be woken up at the wheel is proof that he's made some poor decisions.
Okay, you understand what's going on right now?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
We're home, is it?
No, you understand what's going on, though? You understand why I'm here talking to you?
Of course, brother.
What happened?
Motor vehicle stop.
Huh?
Motor vehicle stop.
It's not a motor vehicle stop. You weren't driving.
You got it, brother. I'm going straight home.
You going straight home? Where you coming from?
Union City.
You coming from Union City?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing?
Going straight home.
You were just driving straight home?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand why I'm talking to you though right now? Do you understand what happened? What happened right now?
I've been a straight line. I said I was going to go home.
Huh?
Straight home. That's it.
You go straight home. That's
Yes,
it.
Sir, brother.
Yeah, but you're not answering my question. You weren't driving your car, okay? I didn't stop you. You already stopped.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand what you were doing?
Yes, I was stopped. I didn't go home straight home.
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
His lack of comprehension is either an act, intoxication, or just stupidity, and possibly all three. He's not making himself clear, so the cops can't properly understand what's going on. Officer Gonzalez does manage to get some crucial information, though.
Your speech a little slurred, okay? Did you drink anything?
I had a couple drinks.
You had a couple of drinks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna ask you to step out of the car for me. How much did you have to drink tonight?
39, I'll be out. A couple.
A couple? What's a couple? About how much?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, why are you looking away from me? I'm talking to you.
All right.
Look,
Yes, sir.
look towards me, okay? What's a couple?
Like 2.
Like 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Mauricio can at least keep his story straight about 2 drinks, but his disorientation is already incriminating enough. Gonzalez proceeds with a few more questions. After that, Mauricio makes an even dumber mistake than falling asleep behind the wheel.
You take your hands out of your pocket for me?
I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you for anything at the time, okay?
No.
What are you doing? Have you?
Sorry,
I guess you've done this already in the past? You have?
Yeah, I do work for Union City PD.
What's that?
I do work for Union City PD.
I never asked you that.
I know.
Why would you bring it up?
I'm telling you.
Okay. But what does that have to do with you being checked like this before? Nothing.
No.
I guess you want me to take some type of preference or something that you mentioned that?
No.
Like I said, you're being recorded right now also, okay?
I know, brother. I don't.
Okay? All right.
Gonzalez immediately recognized Mauricio's intentions. By dropping that sketchy statement, Mauricio must know he's in deep trouble. He might have seen it as a get-out-of-jail-free card, but it didn't work on Officer Gonzalez.
You have any medical conditions? You wear glasses?
No.
Contacts? You have a glass eye?
No.
No? Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do, okay, look at me. Look at my pen, okay? All right? And you just follow my pen without moving your head, all right? Just your eyes, okay? Okay. You had a couple of drinks, huh? About how many? That you could remember?
2 or 3. 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay. Do you have any physical ailments with your legs or anything? Do you have any problems? Wooden leg, nothing? All good? Okay. I'm gonna ask you to perform a series of tests, okay?
Despite the slurred speech and the being disoriented, Gonzalez still gave him the benefit of the doubt and then made him perform some field sobriety tests.
Okay? Whenever you're ready, keep your hands to the side. Go ahead, you may begin. Okay, come over here.
Mauricio struggled through the walk and turn test, barely able to keep his balance. But let's see how he fares on the final test.
You're gonna hold your foot up, okay? All right, like this. You're gonna count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, okay? 6 inches up, which equals about the size of a dollar bill, okay? The length of a dollar bill, okay? 6 inches off the ground like this, okay? 1 1,000, 2 1,000, all the way to 30. I'll tell you when to begin, okay? Either leg is fine. Towards me. All right, you may begin. Count out loud.
1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000.
Okay, that's fine. All right, just turn around for me and then just put your arms back like this. All right, turn around real quick and just put your arms out like that. Do that for me? Is that all right? Okay, that's fine. All right. Put your hands together like this. Put your hands together.
Mauricio was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. Officer Gonzalez seems to be a shining example of an honorable cop. Other officers might hesitate to arrest a colleague, but Gonzalez knows that the law cuts both ways. Gonzalez also stated that this wasn't Mauricio's first time being reckless, which makes Mauricio one of our dumbest cops ever. On the afternoon of March 1st, 2019, Boulder officer John Smiley in Colorado confronts Zaid Atkinson, a student picking up trash as his job outside his apartment building. Officer Smiley approaches Zaid without probable cause. This dumb officer made some assumptions about Zaid and decided to give him a hard time for no clear reason.
I couldn't help but notice you just sitting on the patio out there.
What's that?
I couldn't help but notice you sitting on the patio behind this building.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the signs for no trespassing, private property, that kind of thing. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were doing, if you lived here or you worked here.
Yeah,
it looks like you're working, doing something, picking stuff up. Okay, gotcha. What's the actual address then?
Arapahoe?
Okay, what unit are you in?
I don't think I have to actually tell you that.
Well, I'm just checking to make sure that you have a right to be here, that's all.
I just told you I lived here.
Okay.
And I told you that I'm working as well.
Okay.
Shouldn't that be enough for you?
Well, I gotta verify it, just so I know that you do in fact live here.
What do you need from me?
If you have an ID with your address on it, that'd be great. Well, we've had some stuff going on in this area. I'm just doing my job, just making sure you belong here, and if you do, then great, and I'll be on my way.
The officer goes on to claim that people need to carry official address information with them. But even if they do, it's dumb to think that they'd have to provide it each time an officer asks. Officer Smiley questions Zaid's right to be here, but Zaid stands his ground, and then the officer escalates the situation.
Can you have a seat, please?
No.
Mr. Atkinson.
No, I'm not.
290 Cook 12. Can you please have a seat?
No.
Put that down. Stop. Mr. Atkinson, right now you're obstructing a police officer, which is a jailable offense. I'm asking you one more time to sit down.
I'm not doing anything wrong. And you're not going to arrest me. You're not going to do anything. Because I live here. And I didn't do anything wrong.
Last chance, sir.
For what?
Have a seat.
For what? For what?
Sit
You're
down.
gonna arrest a
Right now I'm
person?
detaining you
You're
and
gonna arrest someone?
investigating you for a trespass.
I f***ing live here, dumb.
Sit down. Sit down.
No.
There's no justifiable cause for detainment. Zaid's anger is reasonable, since he was just minding his own business and working outside his own apartment. The officer radios in for backup, and he claims he can't confirm whether Zaid lives there or not. Officer Smiley then goes as far as to threaten him with violence.
Have a seat, please.
You're gonna tase me outside of my residence? I hope that
Drop
thing's
that.
on.
Put that down.
I hope the camera's on, sir.
Put that
I
down.
really do. No, I'm working.
You need to listen to what I'm telling you to do right now.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything illegal.
290, we're on
I haven't done anything
the east
wrong,
side of
so I'm not gonna
2333
listen.
Folsom.
I don't
Subject's
know you.
failing to comply,
You're actually
not
on my
sitting down,
property,
and he
and I
has
feel
some
unsafe.
kind of a blunt object in his hand.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow until my cover gets here. Have a seat.
I'm not sitting.
Sit down.
I'm not sitting anywhere.
Sit down. Now.
Why?
Now. Do it now.
Why? Why?
I'm detaining you to investigate.
What? For
Investigated
what?
trespass.
I live here. You
You
saw
haven't
I'm a
confirmed that.
student.
Sit down.
I'm a student.
Sit down and I'll
I'm not
confirm it.
sitting anywhere.
Sit down now.
No.
Sit down.
No, I'm not sitting down.
Then you're probably gonna get tased in a second.
Why?
Because you have a weapon. Put that down.
I have a weapon?
Put it down and comply with my orders.
This officer sounds utterly inexperienced. Looking at a trash collector and seeing a felon is nonsensical, and feeling threatened by a stick is equally stupid. Zaid knows the officer's camera's on and that he's not doing anything wrong. This only prompts this dumb officer to put his hand on his weapon.
Why don't you use your brain?
I asked you several times.
Use your intelligence. Are you gonna kill me?
Several times I've asked you. Yes, it is. I threatened because you're not putting that down. Yes, it is.
I'm picking up trash.
Put it down. I told you many times to put it down.
And you're holding a gun.
Put it down.
And you're holding a gun.
Sir, put it down.
And you're holding a gun. Hey.
Right.
Somebody in 2333, get a camera on this officer. He has a gun in his hand, and he's gonna shoot me. You got a camera? Exactly. That's my boy, Zinio, right there. This is my
we're
residence.
just to the east of
You're on my
Backcountry,
property with a gun in your hand.
Sit down.
Shoot me because I'm picking up trash.
Sit down.
I'm not sitting down.
Look, I don't want this to go any further, but you need to comply with my orders.
I don't have a weapon.
That's a weapon.
This is a bucket.
No, that's a weapon. Right there.
This is a clamper for picking up garbage, sir.
Put it down. I'm telling you, I'm threatened by it.
It's not a weapon. You're not threatened. I'm threatened. You have a gun that kills people. How am I supposed to kill someone?
Sit down, sir.
The officer's backup arrives, and they surround this guy like he's some kind of monster. While they bring out their guns, they ask Zaid to relax and expect him to comply. Officer Smiley proceeds to lie to the newly arrived officers, claiming that Zaid only now stated where he lives.
Dude, you guys don't have a goddamn right to be doing this to me!
Sit down.
I'm a
and drop
citizen
it.
of this country!
Sit
I
down.
pay my taxes, I am a student, and all of you have weapons drawn, and I
Sit
feel
down.
threatened!
Sit down and drop that
No!
object.
I will not sit down! I refuse to sit down until you guys put your weapons away!
I'm asking you your name.
Get off my property.
I'm Officer Parker.
Great.
You want to tell me your name?
Why should I have to?
Because then we can have an adult conversation.
An adult conversation now?
Yeah.
You want to have an adult conversation after your deputy pulled his gun on me?
I do want to talk to you. Yes.
Really?
That's correct.
You got it all on camera?
Yep, I do want to talk to you.
So how do you feel about that, sir?
Why don't you tell me your name and then we'll have a conversation?
Just talk to my partner.
I really don't think that that is okay with me. I don't feel like having how many strangers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 officers of the law with guns drawn. On my property. I'm picking up trash for my job. He will refuse to put his weapon away. He refuses to put his weapon away, which is the first thing I asked for. You want my name?
Yep, I'm Officer Parker.
And you have weapons drawn. You guys look like you're ready to go.
One of the dumb officers finally does their job and confirms that Zaid is a resident of the building. Zaid took this opportunity to accurately retell the story to the officers, exposing Officer Smiley's lie.
I'm not sitting. You can sit.
Hey, Zaid.
What?
Okay, these nice people here told me that you are a resident.
Oh, wow.
So, Zaid,
What a f***ing
that's
surprise.
what we were trying to find out, okay?
What a f***ing surprise. I gave him my ID, and then he started taking down my information, telling me this, that, and the other thing. And then I walk away, and he pulls his taser out on me.
The other dumb officer states that he wants to resolve the situation that Officer Smiley just fabricated. But Zaid wasn't done, putting all of them in their place though.
Why don't you go home, officer, and why don't you guys go find some real criminals instead of wasting my goddamn time? How about that? I f***ing live here. I f***ing think this is a joke. I f***ing live here. You were ready to shoot me down, and you didn't know a goddamn thing. You're wasting all our resources.
I didn't even point my gun at
You're
you,
wasting
sir.
all our resources. There's people out there actually committing crimes.
Right, can I
How do
tell
you
you something?
feel?
Can I
How
tell
do
you something?
Feel? You're ready to jump out of your skin because you know you f***ing made a dumb mistake today.
Can I tell you something?
No. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I want you to get
Why
off
don't
my
you talk
property.
to my partner?
I don't want to talk to any of
Right
you
now, I need you to
boys.
sit down so
I want
we
you
can
guys
figure
to
it
get
out.
off my property and stop wasting my time.
That's not going to happen until I confirm who you are and what you're doing.
You already know who I am. He just confirmed who I am.
I don't have your date of
want
birth,
my
which
ID
is what
back.
I asked for.
I want my ID back, please.
A citizen of the United States only needs to obey personal information requests if there's a reasonable suspicion of illegal activity. Zaid rightly points out that Officer Smiley's accusations are baseless. This dumb officer's reasoning crumbles when he explains his actions to the other officers.
So, I saw him sitting here.
Yeah, you need to tell me
serious. Saw the private property sign. Thought maybe he wasn't really doing anything. He's kind of milling about, and then he'd come back down, sit, milling about, come back down to sit. And then when I came into the alley, he stood up, and I saw that he had that metal thing, and it looked like he was kind of banging it, like against the. So I wasn't sure if he's like trying to damage something, or. And then I addressed him, and then he proceeded to walk around here, and I saw it was like a device for picking up trash, and he was picking up trash. So I contacted him and just asked him, hey, can I let me chat with you? I'm just checking to make sure that you have a right to be here. And
What the cops describing is just normal human behavior, so there was no need for 8 officers to confirm Zaid's information in the first place. Watch what Officer Smiley does when confronted with his own stupidity by another officer.
You confirmed that he lives here, right?
No.
Well, he just did.
Okay.
Parker just did. He confirmed that he lives here.
According to him, he lives here. He just provided a unit number finally. I don't have a date of birth. I don't know who he is.
Okay. All right. So let's. You got his information in terms of his name and all that?
I just have his name.
Okay. Then give him his back. Yeah, because we already confirmed there, and this gentleman just said, yeah, he works here and lives here. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he just.
Officer Smiley knows exactly where that audio off button is. Since the so-called investigation just ended, it's not against protocol to do so, but it does tell us just how embarrassed he might be feeling. He keeps his audio off as they wrap it up, only turning it back on in the end.
This could have got me killed today, apparently. Where's my bucket? Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. Why don't you guys go do some real work? Some real police work. Huh?
Generally speaking, an officer turning off body cam audio is a bad sign. Most jurisdictions would view this as a lack of accountability and transparency. This whole situation could have been avoided if John Smiley wasn't involved. According to a Colorado report, due to this incident, John Smiley later resigned. But it's a far cry from the punishment his stupidity deserves. On the afternoon of January 10th, 2024, a SWAT team in Elyria, Ohio, acted on incorrect orders and raided the wrong home. Courtney Price was at home feeding her 1-year-old son, who suffers from health issues. The cops arrived at her home, searching for someone who had not lived there in over a year.
Police search warrant, come to the door! Police search warrant, come to the door! Dogs. Police search warrant! Coming down the stairs! You're good, man, come here, put your hands up! Okay. Come to the door. You're good. Just come down to us. Okay. Come outside. Alright. Is it a permanent bed? Come out. Is it a permanent bed? Box. Huh? Splits up down, Dick. Got the bottom? Splits up and down. Maybe on the first floor. Second left. Alright, it's gonna hook left to the kitchen. Alright. Yeah, basement, go ahead. Kitchen's clear. Moving up.
It's not every day you get to see a car full of idiots on their way to traumatize a family. They threw a flashbang into the living room where Courtney's son is laying. The team found nothing but the baby. They basically did what dumb cops do: break in first and ask questions later.
So, like, my aunt and uncle, this is their house.
What's
also,
their
there's
names?
another.
Are those the Jennings?
Yeah, Rita Jennings, Coke Jennings. They have a son named Peyton who lives in the home. They have another son named
Yeah, if
Nick
they want to
that
put her in a car,
that
it
moved
might
out
not
of
be
the
a
home.
good idea.
And my mom lives here. My mom and sister got out of rehab.
What's your mom's name?
Lizzie Stitch, I don't know her. Lizzie Justice is her legal name. She goes by Allie Spencer, Allie Riley. But I figured this was for my mom. My mom's on a good thing.
So is that baby having respiratory issues?
Yeah. You can look at his belly if you want.
Oh, do me a favor. Hey, is that place secure yet? Yeah. Okay. Do me a favor, take the cuffs off her, and let's call life care.
Okay.
She's got
We
an
need to go to
18-month-old
Cleveland
out of
Clinic if we can. Because we're letting the crates and stuff.
Okay. So she's got on a handcuff, and you can walk with me. Does he typically do that behavior when he's?
Yeah. He's in the hospital for a year. He just got out. Okay. And we're like, the lot was always there. He was behind.
That sound you're hearing is her son's respirator keeping him alive. Courtney was on the phone with her son's respiratory therapist because the baby was exposed to the flashbang smoke. Courtney decides to be cooperative, probably understanding how dangerous morons with guns are.
Do what you usually do with a child. Okay? But
thank you guys. I really
but him
appreciate
being
it.
like
I know
that,
you
that's
have to be
normal
careful.
to you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the breathing isn't normal, but like, he's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I want to know. I just want to make sure he's good. Just make sure there's no camp here.
No, I don't know what y'all shot, that thing or something. I thought that was a shot. I'm still checking. No, it's okay. I know you gotta do what you gotta do. You don't know what you're going into.
We didn't know you were going to be.
While it would have been perfectly normal for Courtney to react badly towards these officers, as they endangered her son's life, she remains level-headed throughout this ordeal. Medics finally arrive, and Courtney explains her son's medical history, highlighting the effects of the SWAT team's stupidity.
He's usually not on oxygen. Right now I just have him outside on oxygen to see what he's at. I don't have any traveling oxygen. He recently had rhinovirus 3 times in 2 months and bronchitis. We both got this, I'm pretty sure we have rhinovirus again because we felt like the same exact come to me when we were sitting up here. And then he has fever, so last 4 day I was able to handle that home, get him down. One got up to 105, the first one. So I was able to get it down with a double dose of Tylenol and Lipton. Fever still went away and now it's just his belly. He was contracting harder.
Okay.
But our RPM is turned the best rate up to 16, and that's getting better.
Okay.
But he hasn't seen the doctor or anything, so that's just going to take the video here.
Oh, absolutely. Do you want a squad called?
Yeah,
Already
because
have the
my car's
oxygen and
locked in,
everything?
and I don't have his car seat. It's in our rental car.
Acting normal for movement. What's going on right
Yeah,
now?
everything's normal. Yeah.
Okay. All right, color and all that.
It's just the breathing is something up with the breathing.
Okay. Working a little harder than normal
Yeah.
with the breathing. Okay.
Watching all these clowns prowl around her home, with her cornered by the TV with her frail son, is just unnerving. She's likely still traumatized after they violently broke into her home while armed to the teeth. While the rest of them stand there like clueless sheep, the medics attend to the child.
Yeah, not fun for you.
What do you guys think? Like, just the contract, that's me, like, he's sat fine, but he's contracting hard.
If you feel like he's breathing harder than he normally
Well,
does,
definitely
you would know him better
contracting.
than we would.
I just don't understand
if he's
the
belly
part, like-
breathing, then he's working like actually trying to draw.
I just
I
understand,
mean-
like, how he's contracting hard, but he's sat fine. I don't understand that part of it
Yeah. Well, kids do compensate very, very well.
Yeah.
So just to be safe, yeah, I would recommend it. Check it out. Yeah.
This event caused her son's heart surgery to be delayed, potentially harming his growth. The strangest part is that according to the police report, they were looking for a teenager. Usually teenagers get grounded when they're out of control, but I guess they do it differently in Ohio. The cops claim no wrongdoing in their actions after all this took place, and no known consequence for their mistake is on record. On October 17, 2021, Officer Williams and his co-workers responded to a domestic disturbance report at a home in Athens, Georgia. There, they met a 27-year-old couple, Leanna Beam and David Priest, in the midst of a heated argument. Leanna, not wanting to involve David, met the cops outside.
Can you tell me what happened?
We're just mad at each other.
Okay.
Just screaming. We scream a lot.
Can we yeah, can we get him to come out?
What? No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Okay. So you can go over here and talk to him for me, please, but we need for him to go ahead and step out.
No.
Okay.
No. Please don't.
So we're mandated by the state. We have to talk to him. We gotta talk to him.
Please.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I understand.
Okay.
Here, come over here and talk to
Go
him.
ahead and talk to him.
No, I would not like to. Please.
Yeah,
No,
so-
you guys don't have to. Please, I know
We
you
do.
don't.
Ma'am.
Or this we do. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you just go over there and stop over
We're
there and talk to
able
him?
to. No, I would not like to.
So I need you to though. Right now, because I need you guys to tell me what happened.
Nothing.
So, but look, I can see there's on your hand.
Yeah, that's his. But
I understand. So
put his hand on the door. No, please. No, this is my house.
The officers state that they're done talking, and they detain Leanna. A little bit of blood on Leanna is not sufficient reason to forcefully enter a home, but these dumb cops try anyway. While they do have reasonable suspicion and cause to detain Leanna, what they do next is quite excessive.
Can you unlock the door, man, so we can talk to you?
No, why am I being held?
Stop,
No.
or you're gonna get on the ground. That's my final warning to you. Stop.
This is my house.
Stop.
No, you guys are wrong. You're at my house. I'm being handcuffed at my house. Don't handcuff me.
I told you to stop, didn't I?
This is my house. What are you doing? This is my house.
Gotta open the door.
Yeah. Hey man, you need to come open the door.
The other officers spot some blood on the door, but David claims his innocence. The officers continue pressuring him to open the door, while he's telling them they're trespassing. Both Leanna and David have not given consent to any of this, but these cops don't seem to understand an American's constitutional Fourth Amendment rights.
Open the door.
Open the door. Open the door.
You gotta open the door. Right now it's obstruction, man. I need you to open the door. Open the door. Open the door. I need you to open the door. Alright, man. Yeah, we gonna have to open the door.
Under what probable
I need you to open the door, man.
Sir, I need for you to open the door.
That's
open
that's
anything.
us,
Open
man.
the door.
You gotta open the door, man.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Okay.
Open because you are
the door.
refusing to open the door, man. I need you to open the door. I told you, man. Hey, stop! Stop! Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Right now, it's...
What?
You're detained right now.
For what? For what?
Obstruction of what? Police
This is
officer.
my property.
You're a police officer.
This is my property, man.
Stupid cops can't seem to distinguish obstruction from defending one's rights. There's no warrant or clear justifiable cause. Yet, they threaten charges and violence against David after forcing their way in. What we just witnessed is a violation of rights, and for no clear reason.
You're going to jail now for obstruction.
From what? You came to my house and you put me in cuffs. Why are you doing this?
Let's go.
Why you? No, and no. You came to my property. And why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Please help me. You just came into my house. I have no problem. You just arrested me for nothing. Why are you doing this? Why
You're going to jail for obstruction. We already explained it to you.
I literally was at my house. You knocked on my door. Why are you? I honestly don't know why.
You got anything on you I need to know about?
No, I have nothing on me.
Okay.
Why are you doing this to me?
Go ahead and have a seat.
Why are you doing this? Stop.
Have a seat or you can catch another charge. That's your choice.
I have no reason that you should take
F***ing stop. Do not pull away from me. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
No.
Get up.
You're so wrong for this.
Get up. Then you can stay right here.
At no point did any of the officers provide a proper explanation for their actions. These guys seem to love using their muscles instead of their brains. One cop forcefully tosses her around like a rag doll with no concern for safety. He even unintentionally bangs her head into the squad car. But it's not the worst part yet.
This is my last time telling you or I'm going to slam you on the ground.
I have not done anything to abstain.
Get in the car.
Please help me.
I'm
Please.
trying to be nice. Get in the car.
I literally live at this house. I've not done anything to
Get in the car.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Get up.
Please get this on video. Please get this on video. No, please get this on video.
Get up.
Girlfriend. No, that's my
Up.
That's my girlfriend, dude. Why'd you throw her down?
Get up.
Why'd you throw her down?
She was pulling away from me.
Okay, so what is that? You're right. I don't
Get
have
up.
anything on me, guys. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay for y'all's goddamn taxes, bro. Come on. This is
Now for a second. Could we get EMS around?
This is not police, man.
One of the many lies from the police report is that Leanna dropped herself to the ground. Williams even had the nerve to say he was trying to be nice while banging her head around. As always with idiot cops like these, the necessary questions only came after the violence.
Were you able to speak to them? And what is her name?
Yes, I was. Leanna.
Leanna?
She
Okay.
said that he had punched a hole in like a glass and he was bleeding. And that's why we were coming to take him to the hospital because of that. And then
So do you have an idea or a reason why that they would the glass would be punched out? Because there's two glasses that are two window panels that are punched out.
no, I don't know.
Have they ever had a history of violence, fighting, arguing?
Like between them two, no. Like I know that he has punched a hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that,
So yeah,
but
there's a
nothing
slight
with
history
her.
of this. So you
No.
can hang out over there somewhere to just get some more information from y'all, okay?
Yeah, and she's welcome. I mean, if she could stay with me, I mean, she's welcome to stay with me. My husband.
Yeah, as of right now, that's how it's looking. Okay. Like I said, we tried to be as.
Was it him?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that part, but what I'm saying is we tried to be as, helpful as we could.
Can I ask if she called you?
We don't know. That's the thing, we don't know. So once we got the call, that's why we came. It's not like we just, appeared here. So somebody did call. Okay.
Williams must be a pretty cruel man to consider any of what he did helpful. For once, police idiocy was punished when a 2022 internal investigation led to Officer Roger Williams being fired by Athens Chief of Police. But he wasn't prosecuted. The young couple was jailed for both obstruction and criminal damage to property. Not all cops commit violent crimes. Some do petty ones too. A clerk at a 7-Eleven store in Philadelphia was shocked by the actions of a uniformed male officer who waltzed in and grabbed a 12-ounce Celsius Kiwi Guava energy drink, then walked out of the store without paying. The clerk saw the crime happen through the surveillance camera and reported it to the owner's wife, who was also at the counter. Thinking that the cop simply forgot to pay, the owner and his wife followed the cop outside and tried to flag him down, but the cop ignored them and drove off. Other store owners in the area have been worried about the growing number of shoplifters, but they never expected that a cop, who's supposed to be the one catching thieves, would commit the crime himself. What's even more disturbing is that the drink he stole was only worth $2.49. He wasn't charged, so his identity wasn't revealed. The cop was placed on administrative duty pending the outcome of the investigation. Sadly, in most cases, these uniformed criminals still keep their jobs, despite flagrant disregard for people's health and property. Considering just how much they can get away with, I wouldn't feel safe with these dumb cops around. Please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more videos like this.